Today we're taking an in-depth look at Snow Peak's iron grill table and how you can use it to build the ultimate outdoor camp kitchen. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you are a subscriber, welcome back. As you can see, I have all of Snow Peak's IGT set up here today, and we're going to be taking an in-depth look of Snow Peak's IGT system today. Like always, I'll have the link to all of these items in the video description. They're affiliate links, and it would mean a lot to me if you click on the links to support the channel. So let's start out by defining what iron grill table is. Iron grill table is also known as IGT, and it's a modular table system that allows full customization. It comes with frames, legs, and inserts also separately, except for the extension IGT, entry IGT, and slim IGT. There are a lot of choices, and if you're new to Snow Peak, where do you start? Well, you start out by selecting the frame size. There's the 2-unit frame that's compact, easy to carry, it's minimal setup, and it's great for 2 people. Then there's the 3-unit frame, which is a medium-sized frame. It's enough for about 2 to 3 people. And last but not least, there's the 4-unit frame, which maximizes cooking space for a family of 4 or more. So what exactly is a unit frame? A unit frame is basically a slot that's 9 3/4 by 14 1/4 inches wide. This insert right here is an example of a 1-unit insert, but there are a lot more inserts than this. This one is the stainless steel insert. There are bamboo inserts, there are mesh tray inserts, and so much more. And those are inserts only from Snow Peak, not including third-party inserts. In addition to inserts, you can also have burners, cutting board, and other gear unit bags to be inserted into the IGT. So once you figure out your unit frame and your inserts, you gotta figure out the height. 300 millimeter is the lowest height, and it's best for picnic. It's also good for toddlers who are starting to crawl around. The next height up is 400 millimeters. It's best for hanging out by the fire, and it really feels like you're camping when you're sitting on the low beach chair. The next height up is 660 millimeter. This height is the formal sitting height that you will normally sit at your dining table at home. And the last official height by Snow Peak is the 830 millimeter. This height is best for cooking while you're standing. Those are all the official Snow Peak height, but there's one extra height, which is 900 millimeters, that's not released by Snow Peak. It's actually found at Kurogi, and this height is excellent for people who are 6 feet and taller to stand and cook because it's actually matched up to your counter height at home. So if you like a higher height for your cooking station, then definitely check out Kurogi. The link's gonna be in the description. All right, let's circle back to IGT frames. Snow Peak recently released the collapsible IGT frame, and I think it's an awesome product. I totally recommend you guys getting a collapsible IGT if you're just starting out your IGT collection. It's a great alternative to the traditional Snow Peak IGT frame. It's easy to pack, it's light to carry, and it saves space so that way you can carry a big frame like the 4-unit IGT frame and fit it into your car more easily. I have a video on the collapsible IGT, so click on the link right here. And just a heads up, the collapsible IGT is the only way for you to get a 2-unit IGT frame right now. So if you're looking for something smaller and more compact, definitely check out the collapsible IGT. In addition to the non-traditional IGT frame, there's also the entry IGT, the slim IGT, and the extension IGT. Now, these 3 types of IGT tables have legs that are built in, so you can just pop them open and you're ready to go. But the downside to that is that you're stuck at 400 millimeter height. There are a lot of options out there, but perhaps the easiest choice is the IGT Camp Kitchen Starter Set, which is right here. This set includes all the essentials for you to start your IGT kitchen. It comes with a 4-unit frame with a carrying case, 830 standing height legs, waterproof unit gear bag, 2 half-unit stainless steel boxes, a cutting board, and a flat burner. This set allows you to cook and clean all in one space, and it even has a sink. Now, I used to use the Dometic faucet for my sink, but I just got a new faucet from Korea that's even better. It's a half-unit size and it fits perfectly into the IGT. It's also rechargeable via USB-C and has a very slim profile when packed down. Leave a comment and I can give you the details to find this faucet. But anyways, regardless of what faucet you use, it pairs well with the unit gear bag or the stainless steel sink from Kurogi. Some of my favorite things about the stainless steel sink is that it's more sturdy, easy to clean, and allows you to drain water. However, it doesn't serve as a carrying case, so it's harder to pack and use as storage for your camping gear. The waterproof unit gear bag is deeper and allows you to easily store gear such as cups, tableware, and utensils. You can't go wrong with either choice. It's a matter of personal preference. There's also the stainless steel half unit box. You can store anything from torches, lighters, little trinkets, and my personal favorite, seasoning and spice box. The IGT kitchen starter set is easy to set up and it has all the essentials for a comfortable camp cookout. I totally recommend you guys getting this if you're new to Snow Peak or you're looking to make an addition to your camp kitchen. And speaking of expansion, what else can you do to expand this IGT space? Well, to start out, let's talk about extensions. The most common used extension is the regular extension. It's easy to attach it to an IGT as an extra kitchen surface for prepping and cooking meals or as a dining and hanging out table surface. There are a lot of ways that you can utilize extensions. You can mix and match sliding extension, long extension, corner extension, and angle extension. Corner extensions are a great way to redirect the flow of your IGT space. The same goes with angle extension. Long extensions are the same length as a 4-unit IGT frame, so you can fit more people at one table compared to the regular extension. If you don't need a lot of additional space, you can use the sliding extension to widen up your IGT surface without needing more legs. The sliding extension comes in 2 sizes, regular and long. It's a great way to add a small surface for food handoff or some individual personal space. I like to use the regular sliding extension more often because it doesn't fill up all the IGT space and it leaves a little bit of room to hang the gas tank for my burner. Now let's talk about some common IGT setup scheme. One of my favorite IGT setup scheme is the T-shape, in which there's IGT frame at 830 standing height for cooking and an extension at 660 sitting height for dining. The extension is mounted onto the IGT frame with a joint fitting combined with a height adjuster. I like this setup for its comfortable cooking station and easy handoff to the dining area, and we use this setup all the time for our camping trips. Another one is an L-shaped IGT setup with the IGT frame as the main cooking station, redirected by a corner extension to separate cooking from dining surface. This setup is great for camp cook who likes to keep their cooking station nearby, but also their serving table nearby, so that way they can hand off the food quite easily. There's also what I call the command center setup that utilizes angle extensions to bring a more intimate cooking space for friends and family to cook together while chatting. I use this setup all the time in group settings because it really allows you to spread out, but also it's angled in a way where you're still close to each other so you can cook and talk at the same time, and it feels really intimate. All of these examples are just some of the few ways that you can set up the IGT, but really it's up to you and your creativity and imagination to set up the IGT in any way you want to meet your camping needs. Now let's talk about if you only want to stick to one IGT frame. How do you utilize this IGT space right here to make the most out of it? A popular option is to use hanging racks, which you can organize underneath the table. There are 2 types of hanging racks, the shallow hanging rack and the hanging rack 2 frame. I personally like the shallow hanging rack because it's easy to set up and can fit onto a 400 sitting height. All you have to do is pop the hangers open and put it onto an IGT frame. You don't need an insert at the bottom as there's already a surface area. You can store cups, tablewares, and whatever else you need for the kitchen. The hanging rack 2 frame, on the other hand, is designed for 830 standing height as it has 2 level shelving. It has more storage and taller height than the shallow hanging rack as it allows you to insert mesh trays and any surfaces to meet your needs. With these 2 types of hanging racks, you can keep cups, tablewares, utensils, ingredients, and everything else out of your IGT surface to the lower level of your IGT. That keeps it really organized, and a lot of people like that. I personally like to build my kitchen upwards, so I like to use Snow Peak's TTA system. I did an in-depth video on the TTA system, and you can find the link right here. But to summarize, the TTA takes a bit of time and effort to set up, but it is beautiful to look at, and it keeps everything in the kitchen extremely well organized. There's a solution for all your kitchen needs, like a place to put your seasoning and spices, your utensils, tableware, Sierra cup, mini Sierra cups, camping lights, and so much more. I like to keep it simple most of the time by only using one TTA frame to hold my cooking essentials. However, if I'm at a campsite for a longer period of time, I like to set up 2 TTA frames to enhance my kitchen space even more. TTA to me is a form of self-expression. Everyone has their own take on it. They set it up differently because everybody has different needs. And really, that is ultimately the best thing about Snow Peak's IGT. It allows full customization and it allows you to be you or combine your thoughts and ideas with other people that you're going camping with. You can combine all your IGT to make a massive group camping setup, or you can just create your own small little space for you and your family to enjoy. There are even more third-party accessories and other IGT accessories out there that I haven't covered in this video. An example of this is the side hanger from Kurogi. It's like the TTA system and has pieces that are modular. You can assemble a tray along with the side hanger to put your seasoning and other kitchen necessities. You can also hang your cooking utensils and smaller camping lights. In fact, this system could be used to build an izakaya using the IGT. So really, the IGT is undoubtedly the best camping kitchen that you can find for your outdoor cooking needs. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to cover more third-party IGT gear from Japan and Korea. What's your favorite IGT setup and what do you like about the IGT? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. As a reminder, everything I talked about in this video has a link in the video description. It would mean a lot to me if you guys click on those links to support the channel. Well, there you have it, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today, and if you found it to be helpful, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.